refused to attend my sister's wedding. She used my baby name for her dog. That's not for the dog. That's for the child.
It's for a human.
What are we doing? I, 29 female, am married to my husband, 31 male, and we're currently expecting our first child after years of trying. Well, congratulations. It's been a really emotional journey. There were some fertility struggles. We lost a pregnancy, and honestly, we weren't sure if we'd ever get here, but now I'm 6 months along with a healthy baby girl, and we are over the moon.
Let's go.
By the way, this comes from user Fira Ferracti. Yes. User Ferracti on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, ever since I was a teenager, I've had a favorite name, Lila.
Cute.
It's my dream name for a daughter, and I've talked about it so many times that my whole family knows it's my name, quote unquote. It has a special meaning to me. My late grandmother was named Delilah, and it's my way of honoring her. My husband loves the name too, so we've decided pretty early on that this would be our baby girl's name. 6 months ago, my younger sister Emma, 27 female, got a golden retriever puppy. We were all excited for her. She's always been an animal lover and was thrilled to finally get her own dog. But when she introduced us to the puppy, she casually said, "This is Lila."
Girl, bye.
And everyone said, "Hold on, wait a minute, back up. That doesn't look like a human baby. That looks like a dog.
It's furry."
What are we doing? At first, I thought she was joking. I even laughed and said, "No way, Emma. You know that's my baby name." But she just shrugged and said, "It's a name, not a copyright. I thought it was cute for a dog." I was honestly stunned.
Sewer.
Yeah. Can we put this person in the sewer?
No, I was saying like sewer.
Yeah, but also, can we put her in the sewer? I was honestly stunned. I didn't want to make a big scene, so I let it go in the moment, but it really bothered me. As time went on, the whole family started referring to her dog as Lila, and it's become the default association. At my baby shower last month, I was talking to some family members about the nursery, and when I mentioned naming the baby Lila, my aunt literally laughed and said, "You're not actually naming your baby after Emma's dog, right?" Auntie, we all know it's my daughter's name.
No.
I felt humiliated. I tried to brush it off, but the more I think about it, the more it hurts. I finally sat Emma down privately and told her how I was feeling. I explained how important the name is to me, how it's tied to grandma, and how much it means to me after everything we've been through to have this baby. Emma rolled her eyes and said, "Oh my God, you're seriously still mad about this? It's just a dog's name. You don't own Lila." I told her that while I'm still going to name my daughter Lila, she has now made it very awkward for me. She laughed and said, "Awkward for you, not me." Yeah, okay. She no longer deserves the sewer. This clown buffoonery is getting her sent to the sun. Now, Emma is getting married in 2 weeks, and I'm supposed to be her maid of honor, but I've been feeling more and more like I can't do it. I don't want to stand up there and celebrate her when I feel like she doesn't respect me or care about my feelings. Last week, I told her that I wasn't sure I could attend the wedding because of how hurt I've been about everything. She lost it. She called me selfish and accused me of ruining her big day over something as stupid as a name. Wow. Yeah, she's called OP selfish. That's funny.
Wow.
Because you know how many infinite names you can give a dog?
Like how many?
Truly infinite.
Infinite. Yeah.
Infinitesimal.
Yeah.
And she wants to go, I'm naming it Lila. The one name that you've been obsessed with forever.
I do have to say, cute name.
Yeah.
Not that she should take it for a dog, but
could have named the dog Leia. Or literally anything else.
Yep. Come on.
She even told me, "You're the one making this a thing. Nobody cares except you." My parents are siding with her, saying I'm being petty and hormonal and need to let it go because family is more important than a name.
Oh my.
I did. OP, I thought everyone knew about this.
Right?
Did not.
Yeah, everyone said it's my name. Like,
was it an assumption that everyone knew about this? Like, or what's going on? What's happening here? My husband, on the other hand, is furious. Husband. He says Emma has been dismissive and mean, and I shouldn't have to put my feelings aside just to keep the peace. Now I feel torn. I know skipping her wedding is a huge deal, and I don't want to cause a permanent rift, but I also feel like Emma has completely dismissed my feelings and made this whole situation worse. Am I the a-hole for not attending her wedding? Oh, that's actually hard.
Right?
But, like, I think being treated like that, like, for something that is such a priority to you and was for a long time known to be, it's like, I gotta say you're justified in being like, I don't know if I could just suck it up and act like everything's fine and be happy on your day, so maybe I just shouldn't be there.
Because low-key, it's almost like already taking the name is so bad, but it's almost more the reaction to her being like, hey, what's up? Like,
Exactly.
Why'd you do that? When her and the parents are basically like, oh, you're just overreacting.
Right.
Like it's just a name. Like, it's not a big deal. And she's like, I went through all the struggle to get her and finally be pregnant. I had this name chosen for so long. It was my name. And like, you guys are just completely disregarding all of that. That to me is almost like, it's almost like, okay, you don't even care about the struggles I went through. You have no empathy for what I went through as a woman to bear this child.
Exactly.
That, yeah.
And the name was to
Exactly.
honor, it's to honor somebody in
To the
family.
grandma!
Yeah.
Like, do you hate your grandma? Like, you want to like, what is your grandma, a dog now?
Let's get into there's some relevant comments here.
Let's do it.
We all agree that the sister is stinky.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. From K Rose 59, if family were more important than a name, Emma would have named her dog something else.
Boom.
Yes, exactly. Yes, this. OP, tell Emma and your parents exactly this, and for them to stop pretending Emma didn't do this intentionally,
Mhm.
that you don't know why she chose to be malicious, but she absolutely knew what she was doing because everyone knows you've been wanting to name your daughter, who's on the way, Lila, since you were a child. Call it what it was, outright maliciousness. Tell them Emma needs to come clean about why she stole the name from you and from your daughter. For her dog, what was she trying to accomplish and why did she want to hurt you? Is it jealousy? Is it attention? Everyone needs to stop turning it around on you and pretending that it's not a big deal. Ask them why you should stand for your sister who would intentionally hurt you like that, and then do what feels right for you. Once your beautiful daughter gets here, your sister's dog's name won't pull their attention. If anyone teases you over it, don't get weepy and upset. Just know that you're in the right, stand tall, and flip the script. Straight up tell them that your sister took the name she knew you were giving your daughter for her dog, and you just can't imagine why she would do that. Could you? Yeah. Flip it around on them. Be like, yeah, my sister did this. Isn't this wild that she would do that? Let your sister be the flustered one. And once your daughter is here, your parents and others will be flocking to see her no matter what you do about the wedding. Ultimately, you hold all of the cards. And I agree with the other commenters. If you ever get a pet and want to take her baby's name, go for it. Which, don't do that. That's just messy. But it would probably be like a, see? Aren't you upset now?
Yep.
Stupid? Like, what are you doing? But by the way, I would never call you stupid for joining us when we go live.
Oh!
At 3 p.m. PST every single weekday on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and also Twitch. Don't worry, we see you over there. Just tap on our profile on any one of those platforms, and you are in the live stream. And there is a little bit of story left.
Okay.
So I think that last comment was pretty much perfect. That was like perfect advice. It's the advice I would give.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying that advice, it's like, just continue to move on because you literally do hold all of the cards, and over time you can flip that script and be like, yeah, she knew I was going to name my daughter Lila, isn't it? Why do you think she named the dog Lila? Just to get at me, right? Why would she do that?
Sanity
And now
wins
suddenly
in
the
the end.
sister's going to go, well, I didn't know, or I did, and then everyone's going to go, well, yeah, you did know. We all knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just You just name your beautiful daughter Lila,
Yes.
and stick with your husband, who is a beautiful W husband for sticking up for you.
Mhm.
And you don't have to feel bad at all for not going to your stinky sister's wedding, who went out of her way to be malicious and try to kind of scam you. I mean, it's not a scam. I can't think of a better word.
I kind of like scam.
Swindle. She tried to
Yeah.
swindle the name Lila away from you by like making it her dog's name. So then you're naming your daughter after a dog, which is absurd because it's
So
your
stupid.
grandma. Anyway, let's finish this story. Now let's finish this off. Hippie Liz Lemon, OP, this is it. Is that the same as your sister's dog? Answer, yes. This is the name that honors our grandmother that I had been hoping to use since high school. My sister's choice to use it for her dog literally at the end of my fertility journey is a choice I accept, but will never understand. You're not being mean. You're not name calling. You're just stating facts. Acceptance, and any reasonable person will see what's going on here. She's a huge jerk. And that is the end of that story. And I concur. Your sister was being a huge jerk.
Putting it lightly.
Yeah, putting it
lightly.
literally as lightly as possible.
Yeah.
Low key.